Matt Eberflus and Ryan Poles, this is all y'all fault. And for that, y'all both need to get fired. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Woke back with another video today. Let's just get into it. We already know I didn't went in on Caleb Williams. I'll be doing some more stuff about Caleb Williams later on down the line, but let's get into another level and layer of the problem, which is the coaching and the GM himself, Ryan Poles. Now, if you're a fan of the channel, you know I've always been critical of Ryan Poles. And Ryan Poles, to me, wasn't the guy the Bears should have hired to begin with. They should have paid that money to go get Rick Smith, the Texans' old GM, when he rebuilt the Texans, when they drafted Deshaun, when they had got all those extra weapons for him. And they were actually competing, right? When they made the AFC divisional round. They should have got him. He was a vet. He knew an eye for talent. He knew how to surround the talent with the right pieces. And for as much blame as we give Bill O'Brien, he actually was a pretty good coach for Deshaun. But anyway, they should have got Rick Smith. Ryan Poles was way too young and way too wet behind the ears, in my opinion. I got to give him credit. He did do a teardown, and he did straight gold trading that first pick to Carolina and getting the two #1 draft picks back. But the issue with Ryan Poles was this. As soon as he came in, even if you were confident, he threw all that hope away by his coaching selection, Matt Eberflus. Matt Eberflus, bro, was a guy that was the DC of the Colts. The year they had Carson Wentz and they were actually pretty good. Then they collapsed at the end. He had to stop. I want to say the Jags went 2-14 that year. One time for them to make the playoffs. His defense couldn't stop that sorry Jags team under Urban Meyer. That told me everything I need to know about Matt Eberflus. If you can't get a stop in that situation with a playoff caliber defense versus the worst team in football, you damn sure shouldn't be no head coach. Secondly, Matt Eberflus. Nobody really wanted him. The Jags had offered him, but their whole fan base hated that. They lucked out because Matt Eberflus actually wanted to, I guess, be the more storied franchise and ended up lucking into Doug Peterson, which was way better for Trevor Lawrence and his development. And I know they're struggling now, but Doug Peterson is 10 times the coach Matt Eberflus is. Matt Eberflus, when he was hired with the Bears, was the most lackluster hiring of the cycle. Not only was Matt Eberflus lackluster, freaking Ryan Poles didn't bring in Kevin O'Connell from the Vikings. He didn't even bring him in to even get an interview. They didn't bring in Mike McDaniels from the Dolphins. They didn't even consider them to. You didn't bring in Brian Daboll again. You didn't bring in Doug Peterson. You didn't bring Brian Leftwich back. I mean, it's so many other people like y'all didn't even consider during the coaching search. Even if you want to say Leftwich wasn't good or this one wasn't that good, whatever. You didn't even bring other people in like that, bro. Then the three final candidates was Dan Quinn, Jim Caldwell, and Matt Eberflus. Jim Caldwell had success with the Colts. The Lions, when they were actually successful, made the playoffs with Stafford and Megatron and them. Jim Caldwell was the coach. They had a couple winning seasons under him, made the playoffs and things like that. I'm not saying he was the greatest head coach, but he was an offensive mind, dealt with Peyton Manning, dealt with Stafford, knew how to deal with young quarterbacks. He had a whole plan for Justin Fields. Poles didn't want that though, because he didn't care about Fields to begin with. Then you had Dan Quinn. Even if you think Dan Quinn wasn't a great hire, at least you know Dan Quinn knows defense. Way better than Matt Eberflus knows defense. And on top of that, Dan Quinn knows how to pick offensive coordinators. He picked Kyle Shanahan, and then after that had Steve Sarkisian in Atlanta. Now, I know he ended up flaming out, various reasons in Atlanta, but at least he has an eye for a good OC. And lo and behold, Poles picks Eberflus because they have the same exact agent. That lets me know you're not really trying to win, for one. That lets me know you don't care about your young quarterback in Justin Fields, which you didn't, obviously. And that lets me know, bro, you have no backbone. You were never the man for the job if you're not even going to pick a good coach. He picked Eberflus because he did not want a coach that was strong, that would usurp his power within the organization. Because see, what's going to happen now, he's going to scapegoat Eberflus at the end of the season and show, oh, it was just his fault. He was never my, you're going to try to distance yourself from that. But if you had a strong head coach, he would have held you accountable for the roster you built, the lack of O-line help, never giving Justin Fields the help he needed as a developing quarterback. And Ryan Poles, the same guy that traded for Chase Claypool, gave a first for Chase Claypool, passing on so much O-line help that would have helped the team. You got to say, hey, he's done somewhat of a good job striking gold with that pick trading to the Panthers, but I mean, he lucked into that. So now at the end of the day, you have Matt Eberflus, who obviously from his OC choices chose Luke Getsy and Shane Waldron. He can't choose a great OC. Did y'all know last year the defensive coordinator Alan Williams was let go mid-season because of some type of sexual perversion or sexual assault case or something like that? Your head coach is hiring dudes like that. But it all comes back to Matt Eberflus because at the end of the day, you're the head coach. You pick those people. And since you were chosen by Ryan Poles, it's also on you, Ryan Poles. We're not going to let no type of bailing out happen. Because in the same breath, Kwesi in Minnesota, that GM hired the same cycle Ryan Poles was hired. The Vikings wanted Ryan Poles. Kwesi got in there. He interviewed Kevin O'Connell, the OC for the Rams. Why would you not go to Sean McVay's tree or Kyle Shanahan's tree and freaking Mike McDaniels or Kevin O'Connell? Kwesi did that with Kevin O'Connell. Even Chris Greer in Miami, he went and interviewed Shanahan's right-hand man and Mike McDaniels. But you just stick with Eberflus? And then if you're going to go defensive head coach, why not get the better one than Dan Quinn? Because Eberflus has the hits principle, that old school Bears mentality. The league is moving away from the old defensive type, conservative play style type of people, man. Ryan Poles had no vision. He had no foresight. And now look at the Vikings. One of the top 5 teams in the NFL. Amazing head coach in O'Connell. They got Sam Darnold playing like dang near MVP. They drafted JJ McCarthy, a lot of promise. Great, well-built roster. Offense, it has everything you need on it. Defense, great defensive coordinator in Flores. But this all stems from the great GM in Kwesi, bruh. So Eberflus, we all know that you suck. You don't motivate. You're horrible in game plans. You're horrible in clock management. And at the end of the game, you're the worst coach in the NFL. He's lost 4 games with a 95% chance of hire or winning. How do you have multiple times where you're up double digits in the fourth quarter and you lose those games? Literally, the Bears won 7 games last year, but anybody that watches know they should have won 10 and made the playoffs. Right, despite only DJ Moore and Cole Kmet. Yeah. Despite all of that, they should have made the playoffs. They should have been a playoff team with Justin Fields. And guess what? They would have been that Green Bay slot, where how the Packers got to go play the Cowboys. They would have snuck in, caught the Cowboys. Probably could have won a playoff game last year. Who knows, man? But that's what happens when you have a bad head coach. Matt Eberflus' defense gave up 21 points to the Cardinals, bro. The Cardinals. Though they got Kyler, who's good. MHJ, solid. And then, James Conner, he's solid too. But that's not a team you're supposed to give up 21 to and a half. They're on pace for 42 points. Cardinals are a 500 team. But you let your quote-unquote top 5 defense get sliced like that, Eberflus. And on top of that, your rookie quarterback out there in the fourth quarter, down 3 scores, getting hurt. He's been a horrible coach. Those type of guys are not good for young quarterbacks. People kept saying Fields doesn't win. Well, the coach sucks. And I hope you all see it now. It stems back to the GM. The GM sucks. And I say he sucks because, yeah, well, he built a good roster. Well, guess what? Roster construction is only one part of your job as a GM. You can have an all-star team, but if you got the wrong coach, you fail. Simple as that. You fail. You should have reset everything, Ryan Poles. You should have got your young quarterback. For one, you should have kept Justin Fields. Let's be honest. You should have kept Justin Fields. You should have got that draft haul. The holes on this team, you could have got a Joe Alt, who is amazing right now, who's already a Pro Bowler right now as a rookie. You could have traded down to 3 with the Patriots. Got a draft haul. 2-3 extra first round picks. Got Joe Alt. Still would have had the 9th pick. Could have then took, who knows, Jared Verse. Or you could have got Marvin Harrison Jr. at 3. At 9, you could have got Olu Fashanu, who's playing solid in my opinion. Oh, and then you could have got another second. Could have got Zach Frazier, the great center that's in Pittsburgh right now as a rookie, already balling out. And had 2 firsts the next 2 years. With a quarterback that's already has experience, who specializes in the deep ball with Shane Waldron, who DJ Moore loved and Cole Kmet had career years with. You could have had all of that. Who would have had the run game even better because he has legs and was growing and improving as a quarterback. But you know, you didn't want that though. You wanted your toy. You wanted your Mahomes. You got him now. And look how he's being developed. You overlooked his flaws, Ryan Poles. And to make matters worse, y'all, beyond all of that, if you're going to move on for Fields, I disagree, but whatever. Do y'all know Ryan Poles did not even bring in Drake May, and he didn't bring in Jaden Daniels? You're moving on from your quarterback to get another quarterback, and you didn't even validate or confirm you got the right guy. You picked Caleb Williams on vibes. You didn't validate. You didn't confirm it. You didn't even bring Jaden Daniels or Drake May in to not even see if you can get a nice haul. Hell, at least if you would have moved to 3, you could have got the haul and you got a rookie quarterback. At least there's some like, okay, well, I'm going to get a rookie minus the haul. And that's kind of a hit, but at least you get a rookie and the haul. It's like, okay, well, hey, it's okay. It's better at least. But you got a rookie with no haul. Could have kept Fields with the haul, got a rookie with the haul, but you got a rookie with no haul. Now look at you. If the rookie don't hit, look at you. And that's what's happening right now. Because you didn't evaluate Caleb Williams. You assumed he was good. You looked at his highlights. You didn't actually watch his film. It's pitiful, bro. But that's the Bears, man. At the end of the day, they both need to be fired. They both need to go. They're both not good. It is what it is, y'all. The Bears need to hit the reset button. You got Keenan Allen look like he washed. DJ Moore unhappy, walking off the field. I don't blame him. He wanted Fields. Kmet, 0 targets, 0 catches. I mean, Rome is being wasted. He open, but he getting overthrown, underthrown, not looked at. It doesn't matter, man. You picked the wrong coach. My opinion, you picked the wrong quarterback. And now everybody is suffering. Now the defense don't care no more. So, Poles, stand on it. Eberflus, stand on it. Y'all both need to go. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe for me, man. Let me know what you think of the video. Am I off base? Do y'all agree? Talk to me, man. Until next time, we say salute.